If you can follow those 4 little rules, then we're going to have a really good safari today, friends. And just know that I've already said them twice this week.
Hello,
so
America.
Ideally, I'm saying them now so that we can only talk
KeepThatPapa.com,
about animals out there.
backsplash, give me all your money, guess where we're at.
Ask you to follow one of those
We
4
are on
rules,
Kilimanjaro
but if I see you breaking them, I will
Safari.
say something just so you're aware.
I don't think I'm going to film
Now,
the
guys,
whole
this
thing
first
because
part
that's going to be an
of the reserve is the
awfully long ride, and I'm not going to do
military
that.
forest.
Can't talk that
Habitats
much.
like this,
Plus, we have to keep the mask on, and the guy driving is the mask to stop him. So,
they may be a little bit more difficult.
he definitely believes they make a difference. I don't think it's just the standard Disney company policy. I think he's over the top. So, it goes as long as it can. We'll see how it works. You know we got to get to the rhinos, right? Because we love the rhinos.
This is a greater kudu. And she's
this is a
female
greater
kudu. I
which
can
you
tell
can't
that she's a
see.
female
Or
because
is
she
it?
doesn't have horns. There's actually 2 of them.
Oh.
The males have these
Inside.
big spirally horns. And you can see those if you look up at that spotting guide.
This,
Now, that
they're
orangey brown one up
yellow,
ahead, that's a bongo. Bongo are also known as the ghosts of the forest because of how well they camouflage and how
they're
hard
just
they
chilling
can
and
be to
relaxing.
see.
Oh, there's
And
one
the bongo,
all the
unlike
way
the kudu,
back.
both
Way
males
back
and
there
females
behind the
have
tree.
horns, so I don't know which one
Next
we're
to
looking
the
at there.
2
Now,
trees.
if you look to
Right in
your
the
right,
middle.
all the way across, laying down at the
Yep,
top of the hill,
that's it.
that's an okapi. Now, a lot of people think the okapi
ghost of
is
the
related to
forest.
the zebra because it has white stripes on its rear end.
You can
But
never
it's not.
find them.
It's actually the only known relative of the giraffe, believe it or not. It's got the same bone structure and the same kind of tongue that a giraffe has. And that's the okapi. And then on our left, we saw a bongo and we saw greater kudu. Okapi, bongo, and greater kudu.
Apparently there's a quiz when we get done, so we have to remember this. Good thing I'm filming.
Hopefully that kind of luck continues for us. Right now, if you look over here on your left, there's a black rhino. At least there's the rear end of a black rhino. The black rhinos are the smaller of the 2 types of rhino that live here on the reserve. They only weigh up to 3,000 pounds. Now you can actually tell the types of rhino apart by the shape of their mouth. The black rhinos have a very pointy mouth with a prehensile upper lip.
Oh well.
And prehensile means they can move it around independently, wrap it around things, grab onto things with it.
So this is one of those safari drivers who thinks he needs to talk the entire flipping time. Some of them have no problem with a little bit of silence, but apparently this is one of them that does.
And saddle-billed stork can stand up to 5 feet tall with a wingspan of up to 9 feet wide. And if you
Let's
need a
stop and
visual
look
for
at a
that,
flipping
the
bird.
canopy
Let's
of the
move this
structure
along.
on
Let's
9
find
feet
the
wide.
rhinos. I know they're out there.
And
Come on,
now
let's get there.
We're going to head towards the Stocky River. And the Stocky River is a freshwater river, and like all sources of fresh water,
Let's make sure we stop and look at the water.
It's a very important place for animals where they can come
Important. That's
for
why
a
we're
trip.
here. Not to see the rhinos. Right? Just so you know I'm wearing my mask. Oh, there's a bird. I don't think he lives there. Right? That crocodile's going to get them ducks.
In the water. Hippos can weigh up to 5,500 pounds apiece. They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time. Now guys, a group of hippo is called a bloat. A bloat of hippo.
I bet a rhino could take
And
him
those
out.
are pink-backed pelicans.
Maybe nobody else, but I know a rhino
Pink-backed
can.
pelicans are named that because of the color they turn during the mating season. They don't always have a pink back, not year-round.
Wow. Bet that's on the quiz at the end of the run. Caesar Pete, silence is golden. I could live like this. There's a bridge. Wonder who that's for. Oh, didn't the Crocs used to be over here? I think they did. They either moved them or they all died.
Well, now we're going to head towards the savannah. But first I want to point out this big old tree. That's a baobab tree.
It grows upside down.
Baobab trees are
I'll get
also
that one
known
on
as
the
the
quiz
tree
if
of
that's
life.
the case. I know
That's
that
because
one.
of how much water that they can store in their
Yep,
trunks.
crocodiles are gone.
So much so that during times of
I know.
extreme drought, elephants have actually been known to pierce the trunk of the baobab tree with their tusks in order to get a drink.
And now we're getting close to the point where 15
And
years
even
ago
from
we
all the way
broke
up
down.
here, friends, I can see a giraffe out on the savannah.
Right up there on
today.
the savannah, 95 degrees.
Giraffe are the
Hot as the
tallest
hebs
animal
of
on
heck.
land. Fully grown,
And we broke
depending
down
on the
45
species,
minutes we
they
sat
can
out
be
there.
up to 20
It
feet
was
tall.
crazy hot.
Now, when they're born, they're already typically about 6 feet tall. Those particular giraffe are Maasai giraffe, and that's just one of 9 species of giraffe in the world. And you can tell that they are Maasai
There's a
giraffe.
lot
if you
of
look
trucks
closely at
backed
their
up here.
spots.
Something's going
Now, they
on.
have a very jagged and a very rough edge around their spot, which is unique to the Maasai. All 9
Oh,
species
there's a
of
zebra, too,
giraffe
way
have
out
their
there in the
own
rain.
unique style for spots. Now, guys, a group of giraffe, by the way, is called a tower. It's a tower of giraffe. Now, guys, I don't know if it's a giraffe or if it's something else, but one thing about all the animals here on the reserve is that they are wild animals. They go where they want, they do what they want, and sometimes they want to stand in the middle of the road for a while. And that's why every single one of the trucks you're seeing out there is at a standstill. Because something a little further up ahead is in the road. So, you know, we're just going to let them do their thing, and eventually they'll get bored and they'll walk out of the road and we'll start moving again, friends.
Or
Now, I know
They
a lot of
won't.
people, a lot of times when we're out front and the line's really long and people are like, oh, what's going on? And we're like, oh, an animal's in the road. They think that we're just being cute and kind of joking around, but this happens all the time. Yeah, there are some zebra over there. I don't know if one of them's in the road. It might be a zebra. It's a little further up ahead. Honestly, the biggest culprits are typically the giraffe because of their size. You know, they don't feel pressure to kind of get out of our way. They just like to stand in front of us and kind of stare at us sometimes. You know, but it's alright.
good thing they don't have a
Now, I don't know how many of you
giraffe.
can see the zebra very well because they are kind of further off to the side there. I was going to wait to talk about them until we got closer, but since we're going to be sitting here anyway, I might as well talk about them. Now, guys, obviously, zebra have stripes. Now, the question is, are they white
Hope that's
with
on the
black
quiz.
stripes,
I'll get that one.
or are they black with white stripes? And you can actually tell just by looking at their muzzle, and that's their nose, because that's their skin without fur on it. And so as you'll see, once we get a little closer, that their noses are black. They are black with white stripes. Now, guys,
Okay, so don't make this super long. I'm going to cut out here. Big Papa.com /. Give me all your money.
It's a dazzle.
Signing off for now. I'll get back on in a minute. God bless America.
Now, in case